Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Gemini. If Gemini is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. There we go. Let's see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. Okay. Looks like they all kind of ended up on one side there. And the card for tonight is the Two of Discs. This has so much to do with change, balance, energies flowing high and low. Okay. Okay, so I want to start here. Oops. I want to start right here. And I see a person standing up against something. It almost looks like, I think of an easel, maybe. But almost kind of looking through something. Maybe looking through a window. Whatever it is, it looks like does look like they're kind of gazing. Maybe gazing in through here. But I also think I get two different things from this. And we also have this illuminated candle right here. Okay, so I do feel like there's a sense of looking into the future, really wanting some answers. Of course, maybe that is why you're here. Maybe you were watching different readings, trying to find some kind of clarity, okay? And I think that is going to come to you, okay? I think that you're going to find some inspiration in the places that you are looking, okay? So get a little pen and paper out and write down the things that kind of speak to you. If it's in this reading or any other readings that you're watching. If and when you're done watching this one, head over to Dove and Serpent Tarot, my husband's tarot channel. He has some amazing readings over there as well, Gemini. And a lot of you probably already watch him. But definitely get a pen and paper out if you go watch his. He always has some amazing insights. Okay, so I also see really a place of focusing on creating. Okay, I think that you are looking for maybe a new way to make money, a new way to spend some of your creative impulses, your creative desires. Okay, so maybe you don't work, maybe you're kind of out of that part of your life. So this could be a hobby as well, passion project. But I do think that maybe this is something that maybe is like a side job. Maybe you have a creative talent and you have something like an Etsy, or you sell your things in stores locally or on the internet or whatever, and so I think that you may be looking into some new things to do. I really feel like, and I see over here, let's see, how did I see it? That it kind of, yeah, there. It looks kind of like a sailboat here, okay? And so, and this is a large, beautiful sail. So when I see a boat, especially a serene sailboat, and its sails are open, and it is getting the, you know, the universe is smiling upon it, giving it the winds it needs to move along. I believe that there is kind of a shift happening, okay? And I think that really you are in a place of being really very open and receptive to learning new things. I feel like there is this kind of desire in your heart and in your mind to explore, find something that you are passionate about or that you just enjoy doing, that you can maybe make something of, right? You can sell your projects, your wares, and or, you know, I don't know, maybe you start doing something, you donate them to your church for like a you know, one of their benefits or something. Whatever it is, I think that you want to do something that is useful. You want to do something that you can share with other people. Okay? And I think that's a wonderful, it's a wonderful crossing of things, of motivations that can really, well, it puts the wind in your sails, right? When you start to feel like you really enjoy doing something, other people are like, wow, that's really cool. You know, I'd like to buy one of those or whatever. And it's something that you don't totally kind of just like, I have to go and spend all this time doing this thing and I don't like doing it. And so when we find something that's nice and other people enjoy as well, and we can do something useful with it, that is kind of a really primo alignment, right? For me, it's cooking. That's my thing. I like to cook, and I think that people like to eat it. I mean, they tell me they do. So that has been my big win. Okay, so let's see. And these ones are so interesting because whenever I turn them, they're kind of different things. So then we turn it this way. It looks like we have a person who is dancing. Okay, the arm up. We have another person who looks like they're dancing as well and maybe holding some kind of, what are they called? Scarves. My daughter, she's in a music class and they do this. The little toddlers, they're so cute. They have these kind of silky scarves they wave around and stuff while they're learning to dance to music and stuff. And it's really fun. But I see kind of this just release of any kind of stress, inhibition, getting into a mood of ease and enjoyment. I love this one. This one is almost kind of a little bit sensual, right? Just kind of, I could see myself dancing like that by myself in the kitchen, just, throwing my hand up, twirling around while I'm waiting for the zucchini to cook. But yeah, I think that there's just a nice lighthearted spirit in your life right now. I feel like in your home as well. And I think this is partly being fueled by this real creative impulse. Okay, so I'm really excited to know, like, what kind of things are you interested in learning? Are there any hobbies or crafts that you already do or that you are interested in kind of seeking out? I really want to this winter learn to do latch hook. Is that how you say it? Is it hook? No, it's latch hook, right? My Baba, my great grandmother, we called her Baba, but it was actually Baba. She did latch hook, and it was always like so beautiful to me. And it kind of, I don't know if it's still in style. It was kind of an older style thing. But I have always wanted to do it. And I hope that this winter I find a little time to figure out where I can get the things, probably online, and start making some of those. They're real, I don't know. I think they're really neat. So that's my little hobby I want to learn. And so we have this beautiful kind of feeling going on, and I see as I turn this, we have a person who has their arms out, and it looks like they have some kind of animal running into their arms. Okay, and I think I don't like immediately I think of like maybe a dog, although this looks like a pretty big dog maybe. But yes, like a dog enjoying your relationship with your fur babies. And you know, I often say that when I see a dog present, it doesn't have to be an animal necessarily. This could be like a best friend. Whatever it is, I think that you are sharing your time, your love, your passions with either, your animals or a good friend. Okay, and as you know, a lot of you are dual viewers of Dove and Serpent and or Paul, my husband, and myself, and you see the cats quite often. Especially TT has been around a lot. Usually Pudgy likes to visit me. Although TT was just in my Taurus reading I did before this one. She came in, said hello, and was purring in the microphone, as I know some of you like to hear. But our relationship with our animals, just all of us generally, I'm speaking, these are such blessings. I mean, it when I was alone, for years I lived alone, and it was just me and my cats, and TT, Pudgy, and my cat Guido, who is gone now. I miss him every day. I could cry just thinking about him. He was 17, and I had him since he was just, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 months old. And so anyways, it was just us three, or us four, and me and the 3 cats, and they really taught me how to like live as a person. Interestingly, how to be patient, how to have unconditional love, how to speak up for myself about the things that I want and need. And you know, it's really amazing, these beautiful animals, they show us how to you know, get back to the core kind of values of being an animal as well, right? And cats are interesting in the way that they're very self-sufficient, and kind of they have good boundaries, right? And they let you know what they want from you, what they need from you, and they will, you know, give their love when they feel that they want to, which is a beautiful thing. I think there's a lot of beauty in that. But dogs as well. I mean, dogs are such, you know, they're such loving, empathetic beings, and I just, when you watch the way that they interact with the world around them, when they go outside and they kind of look around, and they, you know, they're experiencing the world in a way that's more like as we are children, so immersed in their surroundings, and you know, just, it's very beautiful. And I think that if we're lucky enough to have companionship with animals, not all of us can, I know that, but if we can, or if we have in the past, I think it really is something that unlocks a part of your heart that you know, is so important. So I do see this kind of energy here. So if you don't have a dog or a cat or, you know, an animal to be around, hopefully you do know somebody that does. Maybe you can go and get some cuddles, some pets, and or you know, go to a place where you can visit with them. I'm not at all an advocate for like pet stores and things like that, but you know, we're definitely a rescue family. But go and just kind of you know, visit with them, going and volunteering at some kind of shelter or rescue. You know, I know that's not accessible for everybody. I can't do that anymore. I was better at doing that kind of thing when I was younger. Now I'm too emotional, and I would come home with like every animal I could foster. Actually, interestingly, TT was a foster, and she just ended up staying with me. And TT's the hairless cat, if you've seen her. So yeah, I would keep all of them, so I have to be careful. All right, let's see, what else do we have? So this one, I always love when we have the little curly ones. I feel like when I see those, immediately I think there's going to be a twist coming, a little bit of a turn. But the way that it's so beautiful, it's like the, what is that? Is it pie? No, the golden mean, I think. And anyways, it is so beautiful. It curves with such beauty. It reminds me of like French curves, if you know what those are, and like the serifs. And it's like an unplanned turn of events, but goes so much in your direction, right? A blessing. It's like turning the corner in a city you've lived your whole life, right? And you happen to be in a neighborhood you don't really always go to. You turn a corner and suddenly there's like a bakery that has the best croissants you've ever had in your whole life. You know, something like this. that's my dream. That would be my ultimate blessing. But yeah, a happy little thing that will come up. It will add to this beautiful energy you have going on. I just really see you loving, enjoying, in your element right now. Okay. And I feel like your heart feels good. And that's such a nice thing. It's a nice thing to see. Yes, I hear you, TT. Little TT, we were just talking about you, actually. Okay. So I have 2 flowers here, and they seem to be growing well. They're kind of surrounded by some of this emotional waters, right? And, you know, I know that you have been through some back and forth lately, and I really think, though, that you are really in a state of love, of self-love. I feel like how you're feeling right now is really going to maybe lead to a new friendship. I think because you are interested in doing new things, you're feeling open, receptive, very just kind of in a nice balance with the world around you. I think your light is just shining so bright, and there's going to be that kind of power of attraction happening. And I can see a really nice friendship emerging with somebody. Maybe you already know them, or maybe this will be somebody new. I almost kind of wonder, like, maybe you'll take some classes, maybe like a community class or something. I have a friend that actually just started some, like cooking for adults or whatever, over 40. It's like a community ed thing. And so if you don't know about that in your area, they have, usually you can look it up, just look it up on the internets. But they have community education, and they have all these little classes that you can take, like kind of like night school, but some of them are during the day or whatever. It's not always through the community college. They're kind of like put on through just your whatever community education system, and which is in line usually with like the ones the kids go to public school and stuff. But anyways, there's all kinds of things. You could do like yoga or some kind of craft, or, you know, whatever teachers they really have available, they'll have the classes. And usually the classes are fairly affordable. So definitely, if you've never looked at that, look it up and see. You might find something really fun. And I can see like a friendship happening at one of those things, definitely. So let's see, what else are we going to do here? We're going to look at one of these affirmation cards, the water blessing affirmation cards. Okay, and these ones are neat. We've done the bohemian ones and the indigo. So those were the fire, air, and these are the water. And I'm just going to bring this up here. They're really beautiful, the paintings on here. I'm just going to kind of go through it, pick one. Oh, and we have a nice parrot. Okay. I'm going to turn this, and it says, vivid visions. Receive the time and space to soak in the divine river of your inner dreams. I see that 100%. I feel like there's this just energy of, well, like that dancing, the dancing figures we saw, just being in the flow, so tuned in to that inspiration, that kind of cosmic fairy dust, you know, just kind of sprinkling down on you, and having those beautiful daydreams, visions, you know, signs, symbols really coming through for you. And I think that you are going to make great use of this, okay? It really could turn out to be something way more than you ever thought it would be. You know, in my case, I have always loved, you know, reading tea leaves and divination in general. I never knew I would be doing a YouTube channel, but we tried, and you know, it's something that I really enjoy. And same with my husband. He really enjoys doing his readings. And so, you never know, because we're like in our 40s, or well, I'm 37, 8, I don't know, somewhere in there. But he's, you know, we're basically in our 40s, and, you never know when it's going to happen for you, you know? It could be any time in your life. That is a big thing I've always dealt with in my life that has stopped me from a lot of stuff, is always thinking that I missed my time frame. I'm too old to do this. It doesn't make sense to try now. And that is a bunch of garbage. Let me tell you. I mean, same with having a kid. I didn't have one until I was in my late 30s. So, you know, and I thought, oh, never going to happen, right? You never know where life is going to take you. You just don't know. So, it's interesting, and it's beautiful, and yeah, so I want to thank you again for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you'd be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm. The algorithm decides how well these videos do. So any kind of engagement helps. Liking the video, sharing it on social media, other social medias, watching from the beginning to the end, You know, what else? If you have not subscribed, please think about doing that. That's the big one, is subscribing. Well, of course, if you want to see other videos, I don't want you to miss them. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when they're coming out. And I bring these things up. You don't have to do any of them, of course. But I feel like if you get to the end of the thing and you're hearing this, that's why I don't do this at the beginning. But if you get to the end, maybe you are more inclined to kind of help the channel a little bit, support it. And these things kind of, you know, these are the things that can really help. The other thing, if you want to leave a comment, please do. I love hearing from each and every one of you. I got just the kind of rudest comment today. So I will say, I am one of those channels, I will delete rude comments. I'm going to be real honest about that. I totally will take, you know, any kind of constructive criticism. I am not, you know, I'm not adverse to that, of course. But if you're mean, it's going. If you're mean to somebody else, absolutely, you're out of here. You do not be mean to each other on here. I don't like that. I'm very much in mom mode. I don't put up with that kind of behavior on any of my social medias. There have been times when I have gotten rid of like family members, you know, good friends, because they were being rude to other people on my social media. I don't like that. I just don't like that kind of behavior. There's no room for it. So let's all be kind to each other. This is a space that, you know, I want there to be love and safety and the ability to express how you feel, but in a way that is supportive to one another, right? There's so much out there in the world where people can be mean and rude and just, you know, whatever. So just please go there, not here. But yes, I will, I read every one of them. I reply to every one of them. So it does take me a day or two sometimes to get back, but I do appreciate them, all of the comments. I love getting to know you all, and it is a great honor for me. So I'm going to say thank you again, and we will talk in just a few days.